What's up, bro? In this video, I'm going to explain to you exactly how I improved my jawline from the way it looked before. Now, you might say, oh, your jawline isn't that good, especially when you're talking like, yeah, my jawline isn't good when I'm talking. That's because I have like a really deep voice, so you literally see my whole, like my neck drops when I speak. But like when I'm not speaking, I mean, of course I'm mewing right now, but I'm gonna explain to you exactly what I did to at least improve my jawline so that you would kind of have a plan of action on what to do. So the first thing I've been doing for a few, like probably the last 2-3 years, no, I'd say 2 years, is mewing, right? Which is you place your tongue on the roof of your mouth, right? And I'll show you kind of what it looks like. This is not mewing, this is mewing. So you can see the difference it already makes when you do it just like that. But what the idea of mewing is you're flexing the muscles here, right? Constantly, right? And while you're working, while you're at the gym, while you're at home, wherever you're at, pretty much, unless you're eating, don't try mewing when you're eating, of course, or when you're speaking, because like it's just not possible. But whenever you're not doing those things, you can mew, right? Which is basically anytime you have free time, anytime you're not speaking or eating or sleeping, you can mew, which is putting your tongue on the roof of your mouth. What that does is it flexes these muscles, it flexes your tongue muscles, and it kind of helps out this area develop more muscle, but also lose more fat. Now the general guideline to losing the fat in this area, which I got quite a bit, but it's definitely an improvement over time. The general guideline is to lose fat overall, right? The idea is you lower your body fat percentage enough to where your entire body fat percentage lowers, right? So instead of spot reduction, which is losing fat in one spot, is in general considered a lot harder than losing fat overall, right? So if you lose fat overall, you'll notice this area will start to clear up. For me, that wasn't the case, bro. For me, I could be down at 13% body fat and I'll still have a lot of fat in this area and on my face, my baby face. But with that, I still developed a pretty good jawline just because I mew like all the time, like that. And that's what helps get this area. I don't even know if it's more muscle, the fact that there's more muscle in this area, or the fact that I've actually lost fat in this area specifically. But all I know is that mewing is helpful, and losing body fat. Now you could still go on a bulk and lose body fat. You could still, of course you can go on a cut and lose body fat. That's the whole point of cutting. But essentially, spot reduction and losing fat. Now, how do we lose fat? Calorie deficit and eating the right foods. There's actually going to be some foods that inflame your face, that make your face more puffy. Actually, your body overall, the foods will make puffy, and those foods are the highly processed foods. For me, I noticed that when I eat added sugars, it does this. Even when I eat regular sugars, it does this. Anytime I eat added sugars, sweets, candy, anything with any added sugar, I'll get acne and my face will puff up more. So if you see me with like really bad acne one day, right now it's not too bad, you'll know that I ate sugar. You'll know that I ate some highly processed foods. So that's your accountability. That's my accountability, at least. When I eat that bad food, I'm grateful that I get this acne when I eat sugar and when I eat highly processed carbs, because that's my body telling me that I'm eating something that's not good for me, that is infiltrating the cells on my face and causing the acne. So I'm actually grateful that I do get acne and my face puffs up when I eat the bad food, because now I eat less of it. So you'll actually have some foods that make your face swell up and your body swell up in general. And like I said, it's the highly processed carbohydrates and highly processed food in general will do that. Artificial sweeteners, sucralose does it for me. Aspartame will do it. And those are the main things. I know seed oils aren't good for you, but I can't say that they puff your face up. So I know seed oils though, and polyunsaturated fats, which come from seed oils, right? There's a lot of polyunsaturated fat in seed oils, which basically those are unsaturated fats that are less stabilized, right? Those can cause more acne. I'm not sure if they cause more swelling, so I'm gonna have to do more research on that in and of itself. Now, so now we know the foods to avoid, the highly processed foods, the foods that you shouldn't be eating anyway, honestly, and the foods that are just not good for you. Those are gonna cause the inflammation and cause more acne, which is like, that's, you guys got a bonus today. Not only are you getting the neck area, how to get a better jawline, but also how to reduce the acne on your face. What else? So you want to make sure you're on a calorie deficit if you want to lose fat. You want to make sure you're going to the gym or doing some sort of physical activity that's going to help burn the extra calories needed in order to lose fat. And as you do more physical activity, your body will get accustomed to that physical activity. So as your muscles get bigger, you're actually going to need more calories to sustain those muscles. As you get better at running, your body's going to need more calories to sustain that new fitness level, since you're running a lot now, since you're running every day or week or so. And as your muscles are getting stronger in your legs from running, then your body's going to need more fuel to sustain that. So as you lower your calories, the amount of calories that you actually need is going to go up, which is going to create an even faster rate of which you lose fat. Now, of course, you want to be careful. You only want to be 200 to 400 calories below what you should be eating every day. Some people, they can go more extreme. Some people, they can go less. For me, usually actually when I did it, bro, I went pretty extreme. I would eat like 1,800 calories a day when I was required 1,500 or 2,500 to sustain. So I don't know. For me, it actually works when I go pretty extreme on my diets. For some people, they don't like going extreme. They like to do it longer term, which totally makes sense. And then some people, they like it a very small amount, like 200, maybe even 100 calories. For me, I just find that when I go extreme, I lose the weight a lot faster and I see the results quicker. And so the feedback loop is better overall for cutting when I go extreme. And so this differs. And honestly, for you, it's going to be trial and error, just trying the different diets, the different things, and seeing what actually works for you. So mewing is going to help with spot reduction. You want to lower your body fat percentage, which is going to come from working out and a calorie deficit. And you want to make sure you're eating foods that aren't inflammatory, foods that aren't going to cause irritation in the face, and foods that aren't going to cause bloating, which for me is sugar, sucralose. I'd stay away from seed oils and the highly processed foods. Anything that comes in, like anything that's preserved. For example, like preserved meats. Literally just anything that's preserved. Try to get your food as fresh as possible, and that's gonna not only improve not only improve your acne and your face puffiness, but it's also going to improve your health overall. So when it comes to developing a better jawline compared to where I was at before to where I'm at now, I'd say my jawline has seen a pretty considerable improvement. And so I just want to give you the advice that I did, the things that I did that helps me improve my jawline. And also, one more thing, I also heard that a lot of people, they really like to go walking when it comes to losing fat. They, instead of running a lot, they like to go walking. Me, I prefer to run just because it feels like I'm getting more done, and I just like the mental thing of going on runs and feeling that pain. Maybe I'm crazy, I don't know. I like the pain of running, so, and I also feel like it makes me stronger. But if you're just starting on your fitness journey, like if I was just starting on my fitness journey, I probably wouldn't be running. And so if you are too, I'd say increase the amount of activity you do. Going on walks is good. A lot of people say like that slight incline thing, and they go on like the treadmill and they do that slight incline thing and they walk for like 1-2 hours. And a lot of people say that that works for them too. So if you don't want to run, but you want to increase your level of activity, and maybe you want to gradually get to running, consider either the treadmill, going on that for a certain amount of time. And even if it's just walking, it's physical activity. You're moving, your body's moving, you're burning calories, and it's increasing your metabolism, which in turn is going to cause you to burn more calories and burn more fat. And the more you get used to walking, the easier it is. You're like, oh, now it's a part of my day. It's like going to the gym. Oh, it's a part of my day. Like, it feels weird when I don't do it now. Or when you get used to running, it's like, oh, it's a part of my day. It feels weird when you stop those things, because over time you develop those things into habits, which are all those habits that I mentioned are going to improve your health. It's just common sense. And so if they're going to improve your health and they're going to decrease the amount of fat you have on your body to a healthy level, then why not do it, you know? And if it's going to help with the jawline itself and increase like the attraction, increase the way you look, and you look better overall, feel better, have a nice jawline, especially as a man, that's important. And if you can do all those things, then why not do it? So yeah, the key points are the diet, the caloric deficit, and losing the fat, and then making sure we're not eating the inflammatory things, and then increasing our activity level, which is, like I said, running, walking, going to the gym. Those are the main things. And also mewing, right, which is putting the tongue on the roof of your mouth. You'll kind of feel it. You'll feel like a flex here, and you'll see it rise. So that's me mewing on and off. So yeah, it's crazy there, bro. You can see. But yeah, if you're mewing most of the time, it'll help with that spot, develop more muscle, and it'll also increase the amount of fat that you lose in that area. Now, don't be the guy that's like, I've been mewing all day and I haven't lost fat in the area. Like, first off, it's not going to happen all at once. Second off, if you have like a really high 20-30% body fat, 40% body fat, no matter how much you mew, it's not going to make a difference if you're not on a calorie deficit and you're losing the fat, and you're not eating, and you're still eating like the bad foods. It's not going to make a difference if you're that high in body fat. So the most important things isn't actually going to be mewing. Mewing isn't that effective. It's going to be losing the fat, and increasing the amount of muscle in proportion to the fat you have, and reducing the amount of the bad foods that you eat that are inflammatory, that are making you that are inflammatory, that are puffing you up. I don't know how to explain it, bro. Like, that are making why can't I talk right now, bro? Foods that make you puffy, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Foods that make you puffy, you want to avoid, which is, as I mentioned, before. All right. Remember, you deserve the consequences of your actions. My name's Justin. Have a good one.